pose like a sinner. Diamond chains and a mink in the wind. All these rings on, you could tell I'm a winner. I'm a walking bucket like that boy out in Denver. Got the pink.
It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field.
Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Washington Commanders. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. Already here, they'll audible to something else.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
This defense for the Commanders, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and learning all off-season about a season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and take with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Now a 2nd and 10. And this pass caught by Gray. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
3rd and 8. Purdy sets up to throw again.
Incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here's Hal to throw on second down.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
You look at this Niner defense.
Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Howell. Looking for Dotson, he's got him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Howell now to throw it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Howell looking to throw again. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Howell.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners 49ers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
This is our last chance.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Able to find Gray here. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. No score after one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. He's got room past the 30, and he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Commanders' 44-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
3rd and 4. Purdy now to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this one is right through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2.
Eckler now between the tackles, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
It's a gain 2. That's good for Washington. First down.
First down, how to throw.
Eluding the pressure right.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Howell. This is swung out to Eckler.
And he goes out. That was just shy of the 45.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Howell throwing on first down here. Quick slant, Dotson.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Howell changing the play here.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington.
Austin Eckler with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead.
And here on 3rd down, your number 1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the first down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Ray McCloud.
He will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 10-7.
Commanders 7.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half. So
and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Niners will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Howell's throw complete to Dotson. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. That one downfield for Dotson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
It's Howell with another throw.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This will be fielded at the 17. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Try to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
And Howe will throw it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll give them 8 that time. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Howell.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A punt return of 65 yards.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Powell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now a 3rd and 6. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
For the field goal, a 26-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Howell, another throw on second down. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Shrugs him off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They go play action here. Purdy. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Back now at FedEx Field. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. You see Purdy. He's going to shift him around. 2nd and 11. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Al now to throw it.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Throwing here, Howell. And he will find his man, Samuel. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall.
ball. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
And he is caught. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on fourth down.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Another throw for Howell.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now Howell. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Cleveland Farrell in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That one downfield for Dotson.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. And once more, Howell back to the air.
His throw incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A gain of 26 yards. Complete to number 1, Jahan Dotson. First and
Here's
goal at
Howell.
the 9-yard line.
And now here's another interception.
And the 49ers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone